Am I audible? Loud and clear to everyone? Okay, first of all, the introduction that I was given was a bit of an exaggeration. Maybe because she liked the way I clapped for her in her previous show. Cut it. But yes, one thing I would like to, I practice and I preach the same is be the audience you wish to see in the crowd and then become a performer. एक मिनट. So, मैंने ये बुक सिर्फ शो के लिए पकड़ा है, इसमें से कुछ देख के पढ़ने वाला नहीं हूँ. Today is going to be a small story, and as the introduction also said that I love movies. Very few people in my close circle knows that I write stories, and I got a little bit of recognition for that as well. But I never posted that stories anywhere. So this is first ever a storytelling from my end. I'm going to keep it short, crisp, and easy to understand. I thought of taking Hindi as a language, but I can see few people who obviously don't understand Hindi. So I'm going to stick to English. Thanks for the claps. I'm going to cut that and put it at the end of my performance. So yes, this story is set in 1960s in a village place where the girl of 13-14 years of age are getting married. It's a common practice. The woman empowerment or feminism haven't reached that village yet. And this story revolves around our central character who have 4 daughters. And yes, this guy is educated and BA, he did BA, and back in the time completing BA was equal to PhD or even more than that. And his biggest sin was he did not opt to get her 4 of her daughters married. In fact, he thought even till they attain 18 years of age, they should study. It sounds very normal to us, but back in 1960s, in a village area, yes, the central character did everything in his power. He is not a rich guy. Okay, he has to work 2 different jobs. Their family has to do some sort of pickle business at home, only so that they can educate. And the biggest expense was education only. And there was no Twitter back in the day, but all village people started banning him. He wasn't getting any ration from any shop. His biggest sin was he was not following the basic norms. He was not getting his 14, 15, 16-year-old daughters married. In fact, he was going head over heels to educate them. And yes, he had to cycle 20 kilometers to other village and get basic ration for his family. Going with this, someone asked, why is it you're going through all that? And he simply said, see, I don't want my daughters to take care of me. All I want is, they should be, in case if there is a situation, they should be able to handle it. And fortunately, unfortunately, knowingly, unknowingly, all 4 of her daughters had some or the other tragedy in their family. The eldest daughter had to work close to 15, 18 years and raise their kids. And the second daughter was also in a situation, in a very bad financial crunch where she had to work and feed her family. She was not that good in education, but Kitabi education is not everything, we all know. She was good with sewing machine, so she did the tailoring work. But she had a skill for which, again, the dad paid by working double jobs. The third daughter had to work in a school, and fourth daughter, unfortunately the fourth daughter had the biggest tragedy. She was very young when she lost her husband, so the dad had to take care of the youngest daughter also. But again, he was growing old. And let's take a Saath Nibhana Saathiya Wala Deep, where the central character is not father anymore. It jumps to that youngest daughter who's taking care of her family. Now, the central character of the story, the guy who did 2 jobs and worked, is now the side character and trying his best so that he can take care of his youngest daughter. But sadly, when the kids were in primary school only, he passed away too. It's okay, the story will go on because he no longer is a central character, right? So the central character was shifted to this lady who is taking care of the children. Just imagine if a scenario, if the dad would not have worked and given a basic education to their daughters, the lady in this phase have to work as a housemaid or worse than that also. But yes, she worked in a designated place, and here comes the climax of the story. I know it's not inspiring, not even a likable, and there is no cinematic up and down in the story. But then the character shift will happen from the second to third, then you'll understand the purpose of this story. So she raised all the kids and everything, but somewhere we have to remember where this all actually started. So now the central stage is taken by the son of the youngest daughter, and the youngest daughter had become a side character, and that youngest daughter's youngest son is sitting in an open mic and reciting the story. Yes. The first character was my Nana, my grandfather. His name is Ahmed Baksh. He raised 4 daughters, and the youngest daughter happens to be my mom, who lost her husband. I lost my dad when I was too young, and she raised us. And I can't even imagine a parallel universe where my grandfather did not raise my mom with education. She had to work as a housemaid somewhere, and I would be probably busy doing some labor job, but definitely not holding a diary. I'm sitting here and reciting my story, and that's my time. Thank you.